I can't really get into all the information on the vowels in your name today because that would be a real long class. But I want to touch on a few to give you an idea of the importance of the vowel of your name. That is the most important letter of your name. The second most important is your first letter. And the third most important is the last letter of your first name. If you know those three things about a person, you really can tell the person. So you know what to buy, you know how they're going to react, you know how you should communicate with them and how not to communicate with them, what they want. It's all in those first letters, the first letter, first vowel, last letter, only first name. And so the first and most important letter is the vowel. And I want to just give you a few examples. These are the vowels A, E, I, O, and U, of course, and Y. People don't think of Y as a vowel, but it is a vowel. So we use it occasionally as a consonant. But they're very powerful. They operate with very unique qualities. One of them, like an A, is a very mental number. It's a thinker, so it thinks. It doesn't, quote, feel, it thinks. And the letter E is more of the feeler. They feel. So if the A is speaking to an E vowel, you're going to find that there's a lot of miscommunication because one is thinking and maybe thinking of practical reasons to help this person, and the other person is kind of annoyed that the other person doesn't know how they feel, or they haven't asked them how they feel, or they're not willing to sit down and listen to their feelings. So these are just a few examples. And then you have the vowel O, and this is the power vowel. These are the bosses. They want to be in charge. These are Donald and John and Joseph and Robert and Bob and Ronald. And you think of all the power people, you think, always that power number. They want to be in charge. Do not tell them what to do. You can suggest, but forget it. They want to do what they want to do, and you don't have to tell the O's twice. They don't want to be reminded, thank you very much. So these are the people you buy expensive gifts for, and they have to be the boss. So each vowel has unique capacities. The U are very much involved in communications, and they're charmers, and they say things and they sometimes embellish them. You see them a lot in actors, that have the U in their first vowel. But the U is very communication, wants joy, wants fun. And so if you know these things, you also can help these people with what I call their quality of how they speak and how they're going to respond, what to give them for gifts, what not to do with these people. It's like the letter A, which is the very hardworking, and these are the Marys and the Marthas of the world and the Carols and a lot of A people. They see everything, they do everything that other people don't do, so they constantly work. They're workaholics, and they really want to be appreciated, but they don't get that because people don't even know they're doing all these things. And so they're fixers, rescuers. The A's are the people who get the job done, and these are the thinkers. So the thinker tries to suggest to the O, the boss, not necessarily is that going to work. So you may have issues with a vowel A operating in an office with a vowel O. So it depends on, remember, the first letter and the last letter, how these guys are going to connect. But you have a thinker, you have a feeler, you have somebody who hears, like the O person hears what you said, don't tell them again, that kind of thing. So this is all just general information. I'll give you an example of just the vowel, the first vowel, the A. I want to give you an example of what you would be aware of these people. Just a simple example. These are the observers. They couch criticism by requesting a change. See, they're very tactful. We're not going to criticize. We're going to request, maybe make a change here or a change there. And they ask them, do not tell A's what to do. That's why when the A is working with an O person, there could be some clashes because the O's don't want you to tell them what to do at all. And thank or praise them. Always praise them for what they've done because people don't. Buy them practical gifts. Remember, they're thinkers, and remember that they want to please you. That's underlying. Now, if you are the person who has the O and you're an O person like me, Gail, okay, I have to balance my tendency to self-sacrifice with what is reasonable. So I'm learning that even as I age. Well, I can't do some of the things I used to do or I would do for people. This is not reasonable for me to do it now. And so people will not see half of what I do or half of what you do is with an A vowel. And so do not expect acknowledgement. Do not expect thanks for your efforts. Sorry, don't want to hear that. So what you have to do is learn to praise yourself if you have an A vowel and give yourself permission to say no. This is a great word, no. And remember to build playtime or private time into your day. Otherwise, you're going to work all day. You'll eat dinner in front of the TV while you work on some paper or, whatever. So this just gives you an idea, as to how important these letters are in your name, these vowels. The first vowel of the first name. The first name gives you away. So you always work with the first registered birth name. I'm going to be doing a class. My first class is in March. They start March 4. If anyone's interested, you can go onto my website, Gail Minogue, and you can register there. You can also sign up for my emails, and you'll get notice and details of the things that I do present or what I bring you as far as Zoom classes or lectures, what have you. But they're always interesting, and I'm going to be doing my first one, a very, very long time, very long, like years, and a numerology class. It'll be a series of 4 classes. I think you'll enjoy them. If you want to know more about how approach, and it will help you in your everyday life, in your everyday relationships, particularly at work, but particularly with family members that you have problems with, you don't know why they do what they do, come take a class, you're going to find out. And you're going to find out how to really deal with them. So I just give you an idea with remember I said the O is the boss. You don't want to tell them what to do, really. They don't want to hear it. And so I'm just going to give you a few traits. They have to be the boss of something, whether it's the house or the office. They don't want someone watching over their shoulder too closely. They have a great sense of fair play. If it's not fair, they will let you know. And they're very natural nurturers, which is surprising, natural nurturers. When upset, they project their faults onto other people, so they'll blame. Cute. And they need to be useful, and they have very charismatic, magnetic personalities. So you take a look at those O's that I even mentioned, those people, Donald, John, Joseph, Ronald, Robert. Think of all the people who have been in power that have that letter, that first vowel, O. And if you have that first vowel, you have to remember that other people are competent too besides you. And not everyone needs nurturing. They don't need it or they don't want it. And others may not interpret your sense of fairness as fair. Your idea of fairness with other people's fairness is not the same. People do not doubt you when they ask why you make a particular decision. They want to learn from you. So get some tougher skin and don't look for trouble where there isn't any. Read that again. People do not doubt you when they ask you why you made a particular decision. They want to learn from you. It's a very different outlook. And it's okay just to be the boss of yourself. So you don't have to go run around and boss other people. So that's what's just the letter, first vowel, O. So see how much there is? And I think you would enjoy knowing this because you can simplify a lot in your life. It's like having this secret code to working with people, and even when you're first introduced to them, you'll always notice their first vowel, but you need to know their name at birth. Sometimes they don't use their first name. They don't like it, or they'll call themselves something else. But most people do use their first name. So more is coming on this subject. Take my class, enjoy it, and follow me on the work I put out on my website, as well as my YouTube videos. Thanks again. I'm so glad you're here, and I look forward to sharing more information with you.